So, came out to check it out in the daylight so you guys could see a little better. So this portion of wall is gonna have one large slope that kind of carries away from us, and it'll go up a little bit taller than this, so you'll kind of probably see it right about in here. So what we really wanted out of the house here was for it to look fairly boring and small from the front. There'll be this will be covered. There'll be a grass roof up above here that'll slope away, and so the front facade will be pretty monotone. It'll be mostly gray. We're hoping to put cedar inside of this entryway just to kind of denote like the bright spot of like, come here, this is inviting, and you'll kind of walk into this small covered area, and that'll prepare you for, you know, entering into the house. And we have this whole area here is an entryway. There'll be a closet on this side and some sort of, we're not sure if we'll build it in or not, but a bench right here. You'll see straight through the French doors to these big windows in the greenhouse off to the left here. This is the doorway for the master bedroom. It sounds like we actually will be moving this over just a smidge. Through here we'll have a pocket door, and then we'll come into the master bathroom. It'll have this super tall ceiling in here, and it should come over to where all this plumbing is at. There'll be a wall here. This is going to be like a small walk-in closet. We didn't really want like a massive closet space, but we wanted somewhere, you know, to put clothing. So this wall will be the wall that adjoins to the greenhouse. And here's some plumbing that's for a sink in the greenhouse. Also probably some electrical stuff is coming up there. These two caps are in-floor electrical outlets, so I think these will get knocked down kind of level once we figure out what the actual depth of whatever we put on top of here is going to be. This part of the framing is for the fireplace. So, and we'll have a really large 4 by 6 foot window here at the base of the stairs. And then I probably should try and figure out exactly what the dimensions are, but right about in, well, I think it should come even further back just a smidge, maybe about right in here. The steps will kind of go up into the second level, and those will be a floating staircase style step. Potentially this should be where our sink will go, and there'll be a window kind of looking out to the west of the house. Here's our in-floor heat and all of that. There'll also be the electrical panel, the washer dryer, and then the second bathroom right there. The second bedroom goes kind of in this corner here. It'll butt up with the exterior wall that is the entryway. It'll butt into the entryway and then come straight across here. Bing, bang, boom. This wall will be like 80% glass, and this really fine, like floating staircase. They're gonna be 4-inch thick stair treads, so you know, but just that slapped into the wall, and then on the outside there's going to be just a cable coming down and suspending them, so it should kind of disappear into the wall somewhat. I mean, it'll be wood, so the color will stand out, but you'll be able to kind of see through it and through these really large windows up Actually, right here approximately, there should be a 5 by 8 foot picture window that'll bring down a ton of light onto this floor. We're gonna stain the concrete a dark color to absorb a lot of the light. Obviously these down trees will get out of the way, but we're gonna have this really beautiful view kind of into the back of our land. You can kind of see it right back there. There's kind of this gnarly looking tree. It's got a thing that's shooting off kind of this way. It's right there. That's actually a really old apple tree. We'll take out probably both of these conifers here and some of the other underbrush so that we'll be able to actually see that tree. Lindsay liked this conifer, so we'll probably leave it. It's not very, it's not going to block all that much light. It's pretty slender, so it can stay for now at least until we get some other deciduous trees started. I'm actually quite comfortable with the distance that these birch trees are from the house. Maybe it'll feel a little different once you're up in the second level and you're looking like right out at them. But I think it should be pretty neat, and that will block an incredible amount of light from the sun once there's leaves on it in the summer, especially coming through those bigger windows. The hope is that they'll stop the sunlight from heating up the slab too much. I don't know, you got anything else, wifey? Just taking it in? Looking at your backyard. How's it look? Bird in the tree? Oh, in this down tree here? No, in the birch. Up here you can see there is a really high window up here. I'm looking forward to that. In the summer, that cool air should come into that window and just drop down onto us laying in bed. And then in the summer, as the heat is rising, that's by far the tallest point in that portion of the house. So I think possibly with the assistance of a fan, we can get some sort of convection kind of coming up out of there. And it should help a lot to cool the house. Window in the second bedroom, exterior doorway. I think that's kind of it. This has a 9-foot ceiling, but this is going to be completely flat, so it won't actually grow. The upstairs, though, will have a kind of growing ceiling. It should go from about like 6.5 feet up to like 11 feet, I believe. It kind of depends on the thickness of the insulation and whatnot that we'll have to have in the interior space. Looking forward to it, though. I'm gonna have a little lounge chair, just kind of like chilling here. I'll have a big picture window. Blam. It's gonna be awesome.